Episode 411. She felt an overwhelming urge, one that drove Tang Rou to immediately get up and log into Glory. She told Chen Guo she hadn't been up for long, which was just her own feeling, of course. Tang Rou had been playing Glory for a solid 3 hours. Chen Guo, having finished washing up, saw Tang Rou gaming intently by herself and hurried over to call her.
Hey, stop playing for a second. Did you even wash your face and brush your teeth yet? Hurry up and get ready. Let's go grab some breakfast first.
Just a sec.
Tang Rou agreed verbally, but her body didn't move. As a veteran gamer, Chen Guo came over to take a look and immediately judged that Tang Rou really did need to wait a moment. After urging her to hurry up, she left the room and went to knock on the door opposite.
Who is it?
Yi Shu called out from inside the room.
Still sleeping? Time to get up.
The door opened almost immediately, revealing Yi Shu fully dressed and ready.
You're up early.
Chen Guo was taken aback. Ye Shu just grinned and jogged back to his room. Chen Guo followed him in and took a look. Well, this guy was playing Glory too. Even on vacation, they're still like this. This is a 1,500 a night 5-star hotel. Are these two treating it like an internet cafe? That's just too extravagant.
Everyone, stop playing. Breakfast is ready.
All?
Yi Shu latched onto Chen Guo's choice of words.
Little Tang was completely corrupted by you.
Chen Guo had no one to complain to, so she just counted Ye Shu.
She'll go far.
Oh? How far do you think she can go?
As long as she doesn't lose her passion, breaking into the pro scene shouldn't be too difficult for her. How far she goes will depend entirely on how hard she works.
Hard work? You're talking about hard work to Little Tang?
Well, when she's interested, she definitely puts in the effort. But what if she loses interest in the game one day?
Chen Guo paused for a moment, then jumped up and said,
That's exactly what I'm saying. You need to have some self-control with gaming. Playing for hours every single day, you're just going to burn out. You have to keep it fresh, you get it?
I don't need to. I could play for another 10 years and never get tired of it.
Chen Guo was momentarily stunned by Yi Shu's words. Yi Shu's tone sounded offhand, but it carried an undeniable, ironclad conviction. Another 10 years? Chen Guo considered herself a superfan of Glory, but after 5 years, she had to admit her passion wasn't quite what it used to be. These days, Chen Guo had a firm handle on her gaming hours. This was partly due to better self-control, but it was also a sign that her passion had cooled. I could play for another 10 years and never get bored. Chen Guo could easily say something like that, if she were just boasting. But when it came to someone as confident and resolute as Ye Shu, Chen Guo could only say, maybe I'll just keep eating for another 10 years. Ye Shu had already turned away and gone back to his game.
Breakfast is ready.
Chen Guo abruptly changed the subject.
Okay, right away.
Ye Shu spoke as he worked, his hands moving with practiced focus. Chen Guo said this as she walked back to her own room. Tang Rou had already finished her game and was now in the bathroom, washing up.
Little Tang, if you kept playing Glory like this, how many years could you keep it up?
A few years.
Tang Rou, who was in the middle of brushing her teeth, paused at the question.
I don't know.
After a long moment, Tang Rou turned back. This answer was her most earnest one.
Do you think Glory is fun?
Chen Guo asked with utmost seriousness.
Not bad.
Tang Rou replied.
Are you finding it more and more interesting the more you play?
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling.
Chen Guo smiled. With that kind of upward momentum, things are looking pretty good. Interest can be cultivated over time. Once the two of them were ready, the three of them headed to the restaurant for breakfast. At the table, Chen Guo picked up a complimentary S-City travel guide the hotel provided and began idly flipping through it.
Let's see what's fun to do around here.
Yi Shu and Tang Rou exchanged a look, which Chen Guo caught without even looking up.
Don't you two even think about holing up in the room to play games. We're here on a business trip. We have actual work to do.
Official business?
Yi Shu and Tang Rou both broke into a sweat, and then they heard Chen Guo speak.
Nanchuan Road's pedestrian street is the largest shopping and dining district in S-City. Hey, this looks pretty good, check it out.
With that, Chen Guo shoved the travel guide right in front of the two of them. Yi Shu took it, nodding along as he read, then suggested,
Hey boss, what do you think about checking out a few of the bigger internet cafes? get a feel for their operations and service.
That's a great idea.
Tang Ru nodded in agreement.
No need. I grew up in an internet cafe. Who could possibly have more experience running one than me?
Chen Guo flatly rejected the suggestion. After speaking, all three of them could only offer a helpless smile. The business trip excuse was pure nonsense. Everyone's little schemes were perfectly clear.
Just kidding, guys.
Chen Guo was the first to come clean.
You all do whatever you want. I'm going to pick a good spot to explore. Can't let this trip go to waste.
She said this while sipping her milk, then picked up the travel guide and started flipping through it. As Yi Shu and Tang Ru thought about it, Boss Chen was paying for their travel, covering their food and lodging, and even buying their tickets to bring them out on this trip. If the two of them just focused on glory the whole time, it really wouldn't be very sporting of them. So the two of them slapped the table right then and there. Today they'd go all out. No glory. They'd give S-City a proper going over.
Really? Then come take a look. Where should we go?
Chen Guo didn't stand on ceremony at all, quickly pushing the travel guide over for the two of them to crowd around. Yi Shu was absolutely not the kind of man who enjoyed sightseeing or shopping. He just leaned to one side, nodding along. After Chen Guo and Tang Ru had whispered back and forth for a bit, Ye Shu had no idea what place they'd finally settled on. He just followed along behind them. The day turned out to be incredibly fulfilling. The two young women were radiant, drawing admiring glances wherever they went. Yet, equally eye-catching was the listless fellow who always seemed to be dragging his feet behind the two beauties. Chen Guo and Tang Ru were long used to Ye Shu's lazy demeanor and didn't pay it much mind. They simply stuck to their planned itinerary and kept walking. In the end, they only managed to visit 2 of the 5 places they'd originally picked, and that was enough to eat up the entire day. At one store that had just launched its new collection, the two girls spent a full 2 hours inside. But Ye Shu quite enjoyed those 2 hours. The store's dedicated rest area had row after row of guys sitting there. They'd exchange a look, and it was all understood. The more outgoing ones started chatting with the people next to them, and when the conversation turned to the Glory All-Star weekend happening in the city, it instantly became the main topic. The conversation quickly spread, and it turned out there were quite a few Glory fans in the crowd. The discussion grew heated and spirited. Some of the women who had finished their shopping came back to find their guys, only to discover the men were unwilling to leave.
Why don't you go look around some more? Have you even checked out that area over there?
The men who were called away often resisted like this.